Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Beyond the Ball. I'm Bash. I'm Jordan.
I'm JaackMaate.
First up, we've got the quick fire questions. Our chance to get to know Jaack.
Yeah, and as you can see, with his sporting attire, for those of you that don't know, Jaack is a massive Irons fan. So we thought, why not sit down or stand up as we're doing now and find out more about his love for West Ham. So, should we fire away?
Here we are
with the quick fire questions.
I'm a serial waffler, so I'll try and keep it quick.
Absolutely no worries at all. All right, so question number one: London Stadium or Upton Park?
So easy. Upton Park all day long. I mean, London Stadium's becoming a bit more of a home now because of the European nights we've got.
Of course.
But nothing will ever compare to Upton Park.
Yeah.
No,
that's fair. That's fair.
I think this one's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Mark Noble or Declan Rice?
It's not difficult.
Okay.
Because it's like having like a cool cousin, right?
Okay.
Or like a brilliant granddad.
Okay.
And Mark Noble is like, he's Mr. West Ham and he's West Ham through and through.
Yeah.
I did do a video with him once and he told me, I told him I was from Norwich and he was like, why do you support West Ham then? I was like, don't say that to me. Mark.
Cheers. I love you. Please.
like at the time of recording, his last home game is this Sunday against Man City. I'm going and I'll probably cry. So Mark Noble's West Ham through and through.
Okay.
There's your answer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, nice. All right, would you rather qualify for the Champions League or win the FA Cup?
Oh, trophy
Trophy.
all day. Because I mean, let's be realistic. Like, if West Ham qualified for the Champions League, how far we'll probably go out in the groups. Like, I know it's not good.
No.
But it's always good to keep realistic, and I want to see West Ham winning the trophy to recover from the heartache of, I think it was 2006 when Gerrard scored that last-minute equaliser.
Yeah.
Still hurts to this day. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cheers. Are you choosing Dimitri Payet or Carlos Tevez?
Oh, what a question! What a question. We might have to stop so I can think about it. Do you know what? Tevez was one of my first loves.
Got some swaz about him.
Yeah, but I'm going to go Payet because the streets will never forget.
Yeah, he's a magician.
Yeah,
he's
unreal,
a magician.
Unreal. I was there for that free kick against Palace when he put it in. I was also there when he did the Middlesbrough run and took everyone. And then the Euros that year, he was just phenomenal.
Just on fire.
Well, if you were there for the free kick,
yeah.
Why did you not try and replicate that earlier?
I mean, I tried, but I don't have the ball technique or knowledge.
Yeah, some of those free kicks defy gravity though, honestly, physics. West Ham double or England win the World Cup? It's hard, isn't it?
It's well hard, that.
Yeah, it's a really hard question. Sorry to do it to you.
Again, I've got to be... I feel like I should say West Ham.
Okay.
I am going to say West Ham. If you'd have said like West Ham League or... No, I'm going West Ham all day long.
Firm it. Wear it.
I say to my mates in the pub when similar things come up, England, because I think I love when the whole country's together.
Yeah,
the whole party.
The unity.
Yeah, that kind of atmosphere. There'll be parties in the street if we ever win the World Cup. But I think my bond with West Ham's even got closer during this Europa League run, and because we kind of tasted like we could have done it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for that.
This is what you could have had.
Yeah.
Right, Jack. Jay Ling's tattoo.
Oh,
Low-key regret it or not?
probably.
Yeah.
Well, I don't regret anything, and I've got a tattoo here that says keep your head up, keep your heart strong, keep your mind set. So I've got worse tattoos than the old Jay
Let's get a close up of this.
I mean, now my answer is that I don't regret it because I love a story. That's what life's about, just having a story. So whether they're good, they're bad. My mate Robbie Knox always says the best thing in life is stories. If you can hold your own in the pub for an hour and tell good stories, then you're sorted, and very blessed to have good stories. So I don't regret it, but obviously he did go back to Man U and come on and score the winner against us this season, so maybe I do.
All right, well, we know you love your meal deals, but at half time, are you going for a pie or a hot dog?
Hot dog man.
Hot dog man.
All day long.
Yeah,
all day long. All day long. The pies are too tricky to eat. You have to get the fork in there, you've got the gravy. Hot dog, bosh, love it.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. And then just on that, Jack, as well, beer or cider?
I'm a Guinness man.
Okay.
Can I go Guinness?
Sure.
Yeah, I've recently got into Guinness. I saw a guy on YouTube reviewing them and I thought, that's
Guinness
weird.
Guru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Good shtick.
Yeah, exactly that. I love it. I was debating buying a hoodie, but I didn't, obviously. But I thought, how can you review the same drink. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's not like you're trying different teas, you're trying the same drink. And then I realised, actually, it differs. Yeah, and the head, the shtick, as you say. So I'm a Guinness man, but between beer and cider, probably cider on a nice sunny day.
Fine.
Yeah, so you hit it first. Jack is perfection in head.
That's two things we've got to cut now.
Cool, quick fire questions done.
Yeah, that wraps that one up nicely.
Love it, thanks
very
lads.
much.
Okay guys, so we're now at the stage where we've got our Beyond the Ball questions, a little bit more in depth.
Yeah, let's get to know Jack on a deeper level.
Oh, I'm not sure that's a good thing. Do you like how I'm trying to be all cash with the ball, by the way? Like, I'm on Beyond the Ball, yeah. Like,
I'm a baller.
This is it.
They know I'm not.
Up first, so let's take it back to the start then. Why West Ham?
I didn't have a choice. My dad's from Bow in London, which I think is near West Ham. Yeah, so I was like 2 weeks old and he put a West Ham beanie hat on me, and I didn't have a choice. And then he didn't have much money. And then when I was 14, I think he bought me tickets to West Ham Bolton in the FA Cup. They were our bogey team at the time, and it was the replay, and we'd done them under the lights in extra time. And I remember when them tickets fell out of my birthday card, and I cried and that, and it was just such a good moment.
Yeah,
and then,
special.
not to bring the mood down, but when West Ham fans were like, "Well, you don't go to too many games," it's like, well, growing up, not everyone could afford it, mate.
Yeah,
So
very true.
Especially being from here, a couple of hours to get there, innit?
So who's your favourite player, past or present then?
I always go to Canio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go a long way to beat him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolute baller. But in all honesty, I probably can only remember him playing a handful of games. We knocked Man U out of the FA Cup 1-0 and he scored. But he was just a character, wasn't he? Like, I remember there's one time when he sat on the pitch and demanded that Redknapp took him off. He was, "I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing," because he was getting fouled
The
left,
ref
right,
got
and
3 penalties or something.
Yeah.
Right? He should have had 3 penalties.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go him, and I'm gonna give you a rogue shout for like a bit of a fan favourite now. I love Pablo Fornals.
Okay.
Not technically the best.
Okay.
But he embodies what being a West Ham fan and player is all about. When he joined, my inside sources tell me that he actually asked for extra lessons on the history of West Ham, and he wanted to know why Upton Park was so special. And he does it during lockdown. He was doing Instagram lives, and he had his kids in West Ham kits, and he was singing Bubbles and stuff. And he's just unreal. And I've been lucky enough to meet him a few times, and he comes over, and he's just such a sweetheart. So Fornals.
That's all you can ask, isn't it? Being able to embrace the culture like
Yeah.
that.
It's rare. That is
100%. West Ham went through a bit of a phase 4 or 5 years ago when we first moved into the London Stadium. It was very toxic. Had a lot of players there that didn't really want to be there, and I think that's pissing off people like Mark Noble and stuff like that. But now we've got an absolute squad of just gents who want to play for the badge.
You can see that as
yeah,
well.
the chemistry's unreal, isn't it? And that's why we're succeeding in tournaments like Europa and stuff.
Well, on that, you mentioned how special the away game was.
Yeah.
What's one away day trip you'd love to go on with the Hammers?
Oh, do you know what? I'm probably going to say, I'm not going to go Premier League. I'm going to say we've got a good chance of making Europa League again, and we were very close this year to drawing Barca. So Camp Nou.
Oh, that'd be
right up in the gods.
Be unreal, wouldn't it? Be unreal. I don't care.
of that stadium as well.
Yeah,
I'm not sure you'd get Guinness there at half time.
Do you know what? I went to Qatar recently, right, for the World Cup draw, and I looked on Stevie was like, "You're not going to get Guinness there," and I looked on the menu because you're only allowed to drink in the hotels, and there was Guinness on there, and I went, "Ooh, I'll have a Guinness." It was 15 quid. I was like, "Oh," I was like, "I'll get one. I want to see what the pour's like because it's all about the pour as we spoke about." Guy come over, can.
No.
Didn't even open it.
That is mental.
15 quid, yeah. And then I got pissed and ordered number 2. 45 quid on 3 cans of Guinness.
How was your pour?
Oh, shit. Shit. See, I pretend I'm humble. I'm spending 45 quid on 3 cans of Guinness. I've lost touch. I've lost my head.
Is there a certain club in the Premier League which you would love to see go bust? Never come back, play again, or relegated? Who would you love to see go down, corrupt, never come back up?
Curveball here. I don't. Again, West Ham fans give me stick anyway, so I don't care. I don't mind Tottenham that much. Like,
of course, lovely team.
Yeah.
Beautiful team.
I actually don't mind them. Like, I like players like Kane and Son and stuff, so I like watching them play. I just cannot. I just don't like Arsenal.
No one likes Arsenal. That is the right answer. No one likes Arsenal. A horrible club, horrible fan base, every one of them.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just, yeah.
They are horrible clubs.
I was going to say Arsenal Fan TV I don't like, but Robbie came on the podcast. He's a sweetheart. DT not so much. But yeah, Arsenal. One team I can't stand who in the Championship, Sheffield United.
Okay.
Cannot stand them because when West Ham did the Great Escape, the Tevez year, Sheffield United went down, and then they started complaining that we illegally signed Tevez and stuff, and then they kicked off, and they still give it ones today. And quick story, I was in Prague with my missus. She bought me a little trip away, and this is when Sheffield United were in the Premier League, and Sheffield United fans will love this. They were 1-0 up, and there was a whole group of Sheffield fans in there, weird, in Prague, but and I was just on my own with my missus, but I was getting pissed, and it was 1-0, and we equalised in the last minute, and I went, yes, come on, yes, and I went out for a vape. And then I come back in, and I've looked at the screen, there's VAR.
Oh no. And
it got disallowed, and they all just ran over to me and went, get in! And I'm just sat there with my missus playing Uno, like, time to go.
Oh no, cancel that extra Guinness for a second. Oh no.
Every fan's worst nightmare, that is.
Yeah. Oh mate, the way I walked out as well with my vape, like, I was, hey, Del boy, see you later, son.
Oh, that is a nightmare.
That is a problem with VAR.
Yeah. So Jack, you've gone from boyhood fan to club presenter.
Yeah.
When did West Ham first make contact with you?
Just before lockdown. Yeah, a guy called Kobe, who no longer works there, sent me an email and asked if I'd come and do a pre-match show, and I did it with Carlton Cole and James Collins, and we did a couple before the games, and it was just the best thing I've ever been asked to do. You know, I'm not talking financial or anything like that, like just purely boyhood dream. When I told my dad that I was going to start working with the club, we had a little hug and glassy-eyed, and just to have that moment. Like I'm like I think most dads are. Like most people are with their dads. I don't necessarily have that kind of bond with my dad. We're just mates. We're not like father and son. But that was a lovely moment. And then lockdown happened, and that ruined it all. So for them to still be inviting me back for after that, I love it.
Class. Obviously, every kid dreams of being the player for the club. But as we can see, you're not like the techers. That's as close as you can get to it, isn't it?
Exactly.
Being in and around, as you say, Declan Rice. That's the dream.
I get to kind of like feel like a player without having any of the ability.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll take that. I'll take it.
Massively. So yeah, Jack, talk me through those Europa League away days. What was the atmosphere like? Something, you know, is it something you've never experienced before, or any funny stories from them?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. So I did Zagreb. We started our sort of journey in Zagreb. That was just when COVID was still kicking about, so couldn't really have much of a night out in that. But then Seville was unreal. We lost 1-0, but it was still phenomenal being over there. Lyon, obviously, I told you about the 3-0, and then Frankfurt was a lot of heartache there. But the West Ham fans, to be fair, were brilliant, like they were. And there's been a lot of in the press about fights and stuff like that. Not even being biased, because you know my stance on all that, but it was a lot of the Frankfurt fans and stuff. West Ham fans did actually hold themselves in some good stead. So yeah, it was good. One thing though that was funny, I was in. I think I was in the train station in the UK about to go, and this guy's walked past with a burger, and he went, "JaackMaate," and I went, "All right, mate," and he went, "You're a." It was so casual. I was like, I have to respect it. Like,
must be a Sheffield United fan.
Yeah, that was class.
That is quality. So just on that as well then, so how's your match day experience changed now? I imagine it's quite difficult for you to just go get a beer without being sort of bothered for...
Yeah, but 99% of people are lovely. So when they come up and they chat, like not only am I thankful that they appreciate the work that I do, but they're also West Ham fans. So we instantly have that bond. Of course, like with any club, you get the odd. There's people out there that don't like that I work with a club, that say I don't have enough priority points to go on these away days, and I completely understand it. These lads have been going up and down the country for years, but I'm not taking a fan ticket, I'm taking a press ticket, I'm working with the club. So I've actually, not to get too deep, but I was telling my therapist about this, which I encourage anyone who's got any mental health problems to do, to go through therapy. And he basically made the brilliant example that I'm like the team physio. It's the same thing.
To be fair, you've got a role within the club, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just living my dream, and to answer your question, I'm not gonna say that all the experience is completely positive, because it's not. There are some people that make my life a bit of a misery when I'm there. Shout out to the guy that threw a cigarette at my head the other day when I was there. Told me I didn't go to away games. I was at Carrow Road. Well, it is a away game. I know I live in Norwich, but it's still technically an away day. And yeah, not to get too bitter, but because I live in Norwich, going to the London Stadium is like an away day.
Yeah,
it's 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back. Yeah. So yeah, don't get me wrong, a lot of people have shown me so much love and appreciation, and I've got so much love for them, and West Ham's in my blood, and I will never, of course, let them change my opinion about the club I love. But just that 1% of loud people, and they kind of ruin it, don't they?
Yeah.
But,
if you see Jack on an away day or a home day, don't be a he's here just to support my
I mean,
deal.
I can take criticism, come up to me and go, you're an I'll take it. But cigarettes flicked in the head.
Yeah.
Hell of a shot though. Gazzy Price would be impressed with that, wouldn't he?
Okay, cool. So my last question, Jack. What is the strangest fan encounter you've ever had? Doesn't have to be football.
Yeah.
Strangest fan encounter.
Okay. Right at the start, I put, for some reason, my address in my YouTube banner. Like, this is how little I knew.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it was a weird decision. I was doing a Christmas video where I got fans to send me like funny gifts, and I opened them up and react to it. And I was at home one day and I was watching TV in my boxer shorts, and the door went, and I had a pizza en route, so I thought it was pizza, so I had a dressing gown on. It was some 15-year-old girl, and she went, "Hi, can I get a photo with you?" And I was like, yeah. She went, "I'm from Cambridge." I was like, wow, that's further than I travel for West Ham, but fair play. And then she was like, yeah, my mum and dad have brought me here. And she went, they're there. And I looked up the road, and they were stood behind the car, and they went like that. And then I went, yeah, okay, let's take a photo. She went, she's 15, this kid. She went, the lighting's pretty bad. And we just go, yeah, all right, I'm stood here in my boxer shorts and dressing gown, come into my house. So I went, we can turn to use the light, but we're not going in the house, like that. So the thing, and then she walked off. So that was pretty weird.
That's pretty strange.
And someone caught me at a urinal once, kept talking to me like, "Oh, I really like your videos, mate," and I've got a tiny penis. So I was just like, please, can we stop doing this here?
I mean, how do you better that, Jack? It's been an absolute pleasure. You've got a story time for everything. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. That's my list. See you later.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Jack, you're an absolute legend.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to deal with. Please like, subscribe, stick around, because we've got some great content coming soon. And yeah, this has been Beyond the Ball.
Beyond the Ball, love it. Subscribe.
And we'll see you soon.
Cheers. Thank you, lads.